Hello everybody, this is Sister Mary with Homesteading Haven, and as you can see, I've got some farm fresh eggs here, and we want to test to see how fresh they are. There's quite a few right here in this pan, and I've got another bowl right here that I'm going to be putting the fresh eggs in to keep, and any that are not good anymore, I'm going to throw them away. So what I'm doing is just sharing with you. I know that these are the freshest, and I know that these were from this morning right here. But these right here are probably anywhere from a couple of weeks old. I have not washed them yet, because once you wash them, you need to go ahead and put them in the refrigerator. So we do keep them cool. But that coating that the chicken puts on them, and here's the coating right here. See how shiny that is? Until this is washed off, it protects the egg from going bad. So we're going to start with the eggs that are in this pan right here. And the test that you would do is if the egg floats all the way to the bottom, and this one does, but look, it's lifted up a little bit. I don't know if you can see that. I can see it. It is lifted up a little bit. So it's still good to eat, but it's not as fresh as this right here. Let me show you, say one from this morning. You see this big egg right here? Look, there's no floating up, it's down. And I knew that it was the freshest because it was from this morning. So we've got 2 containers here. I can hold it and do this at the same time. We're going to just start dropping some in and see how good they are. Pretty good. So if they are staying on the bottom, they are still good. Even if you are buying eggs from the grocery store, you do not know how fresh they are. So I would just recommend that you start to do this. Now look, we might run into, now it's not this one right here. And I've still got to wash these before I put them in the refrigerator. I was hoping that we might see a bad egg. I will tell you that a bad egg is going to lift to the top. So these are still fresh enough to eat. I'm going to try to get down toward the bottom of my pan. And see if we run into one that's going to float to the top. So far, all of these are still very edible. They're still doing great. Trying to get to the bottom of this pan to see. Oh, I don't want to crack any eggs. Let's see, that one began to lift up a little bit right here. It's still good to eat, and it just went back down. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and wash these up that are passing the egg test right now. I'm going to wash these up and put them in my refrigerator. But before I cook them in the morning, this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be filling up my measuring cup. And as long as they continue to be at the bottom and not float to the top, we're going to go ahead and eat them. Because with a fresh egg, especially a farm fresh egg, what I do normally every single morning that we have an egg, I will crack into a bowl. And with each single egg cracked in the bowl, then I go transfer it to the skillet. I do not just put I don't just start cracking the eggs right into the skillet unless I'm positive that I've got some really fresh. Yes, we hear you. Thank you for all these eggs. All right, I think you got the gist of it. This is how to check your eggs. I started to go ahead and wash them before I put them in the refrigerator, and I thought, no, there's a way to test them. And then you don't have to go through all that washing if you got some that are bad. You can just go ahead and throw them away. We're going to do a few more. And I have reached to the bottom now. Was hoping to find one that's not going to be good, and we could have seen it float to the top. But now look, this one right here. Let me see if I can put it in the middle. It's still sinking to the bottom. See if this one. It is at the bottom. Well, I'm not going to find a bad egg, I guess. See how that little one does. It's still at the bottom. All right, guys, this has been Sister Mary with Homesteading Haven. I hope you've learned something today. Maybe you didn't know how to check the freshness of your egg. If it stays on the bottom, it is fresh and good to eat. If it floats to the top, throw it away. I was trying to see what this little one did right here. It's kind of standing up, which just means that it's an older egg. It's probably about 4 weeks old. All right, remember, greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world.